Na, 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 na. All right. Good morning, 6 a.m. We have a great class for you today. I was kind of poking at Dave there for a second, and I was like, what the heck are you doing with that 40 and 45? But then I remember that there is one flow, but it's flow number 3, that can use a little bit bigger kettlebell. It's got an alternating muscle snatch in it, so you do that just one time. And then it has a stiff leg with a row in it. So I suppose that one could be a little bit bigger weight. It just kind of depends upon how you feel when we get to like the last third of the class, right? So like if you're feeling like a rock star, then go with that heavier weight. If you're like, dude, I am fatigued, then stick with the lighter weight, okay? All right, so I am gonna go ahead and start just the official warm-up. I have the movements up on the screen today. I want you guys to start with anything that gets your body moving. We're gonna go at least 45 seconds, but maybe a whole minute of just bouncing the body around. If you love to like jog for your warm-up, you guys are welcome to jog around the south side for your 45 to 60 seconds of cardio. You're welcome to kind of jog through the room. You're welcome to do jumping jacks. You do kind of anything that gets your body going, okay? So you want to work to pull your heart rate up, but you want to work to pull it up slowly. So I want you to spend, maybe 5 to 10 seconds in each zone, all right? So Dave's already in green. You're doing good. But I want you to hang out and see if you can hang out in blue for 10 seconds, whatever that means. And then find that green zone, okay? So, a couple other good movements to get in there are those high knee pulls. You could also do some booty kicks that will maybe help you regulate that green zone a little bit. I don't know what it is about booty kicks, but that can get me there. Probably because my hamstrings are always sore, right? Okay. Then we're going to bring it back down. Most of you guys have a body bar at your station. If you don't, just grab one real quick. And we're going to go into that squat to a press. So go ahead and grab that body bar. Hold it at your chest, squat to a press. Now, we're doing a body bar squat to a press because we're going to have kettlebells moving over our head, right? We're going to have a push press in our very first set. So you want to think about that when you're working on your shoulder mobility. There's a medium heavy kettlebell push press. I want you to do your lunges. You can step forward or step back. When they feel good, see if you can add a little bit of a twist. Then with your body bar good mornings, you can either place the body bar on your shoulders, or if you want that personal gut check of like, man, I'm a little bit tight today. Am I doing this right? I like to put that body bar along my spine, touching my head and my butt, and I'm going to pretend that I'm trying to push my butt back to touch a wall, to lengthen those hamstrings. I want you guys to kind of take a little bit wider stance. I want you to spread your toes inside the bottoms of your shoes and have a nice strong grip in the bottom of that shoe. You're going to want that nice strong base when we do our swings today. After you've gotten through a few good mornings, good mornings, I'm such a nerd, then you can get in some hip openers. You could also do some leg swings for your hip openers. Then you do need to get into side lunges. In flow number 2, we have a weight-loaded side lunge. So I want you to get in some side lunge stretches here. If they feel pretty good, go ahead and pretend maybe you got a kettlebell at your chest and you're working to push that butt back and keep the chest up, okay? You want to get in those side lunges. Then we'll finally work our way down to the ground and get in our push-ups. You can wide forward fold, you can add a twist. So as you guys are working yourself down to the ground, you do your wide forward fold. You can add some twists, get in your push-ups. Then, just to make sure that your glutes are turned on and ready to go, I want you to do some donkey kicks. You're going right side, left side. So you want to pay attention to core. You want to pay attention to try not to lean into one side or twist through the hip so it'll look like your low back is twisting. And you really want to focus on just squeezing the glute and the hamstring when you do those donkey kicks, okay? You can also add a hip circle when we're doing that donkey kick, out to the side and then reverse it. I think you guys are going to notice a difference if you do this. Good. Then we'll go ahead and come into plank and see how those squat thruster squats feel different after those donkey kicks. Squat thruster squat. I think you're going to feel it a little bit more through your glutes, so go ahead and pop it up and get that done. We only have about 30 seconds left of this warm-up. I'm going to go ahead and show you the first flow just based upon the people that we have in the class. You guys can do a few swings while I'm talking, but I think you're going to pick up on this pretty quick, okay? So, first one, we're keeping kind of simple. I'm going to turn to the side so I can read it as I'm doing it, okay? You're going to use one medium-sized kettlebell. And it's a dead swing, swing, catch, squat. I'm going to do it as I say it, okay? So from the ground, kettlebell is out in front of you, not too far. You're going to tip the handles back so the handle angles at your hip. Slide the shoulder blades down to lock them in through your lat. Dead swing, that means from the ground. So you're going to start your swing twice. So dead swing 1, dead swing 2, then swing, catch, squat 1, swing, catch, squat 2, swing, catch, press 1, swing, catch, press 2, kettlebell stiff leg deadlift. Use that good morning. Act like you're pushing your butt back to touch the wall. However far you hinge, if your back drops down at the ground, perfect, but focus on pushing the butt back for 2. Then we'll two-hand clean 1, 2. Then you'll take him back down to the ground and start one more time. Whoop! Almost didn't do it. There we go. Before you set the kettlebell down, okay? So you're going to try to go through that entire thing twice before we stop. Is that fair? Okay. I know, right? We'll see. I actually thought about trying something different with you guys today. I thought, what if we all picked a weight that we could do the whole first round together? Do you guys want to try it? Okay. We're going to try it. So pick a weight, and you guys are going to try to go with me at my pace. So I'm going to turn around and face you so I don't mess it up. And we're going to try to do the whole thing together. Can we do that? Okay. So have the kettlebell down in front of you, and I'm going to cue it, so you don't even have to read. Just follow my words, okay? So here we go. Hinge back, tip the kettlebell back. In 3, 2, 1. Dead swing for 2. Dead swing. Swing, catch, press. Swing, catch, squat. Swing, catch, squat. Swing, catch, press. Swing, catch, press. Ready? Here we go. Stiff leg deadlift, butt back. All the way up. Control, butt back. All the way up. Step it apart. Two-hand clean 1. Two-hand clean 2. Ready? Back down to the ground. Dead swing for 2. Dead swing. How are you guys doing? Dead swing. Are we staying together? Swing, catch, squat. Swing, catch, squat. Swing, catch, press. Swing, catch, press. Stiff leg deadlift. Again. Hip hinge, two-hand clean. Hinge, clean. Down to the ground. Now, if you're like, sweet, I got it, go ahead and adjust your weight. I want you to try to do that again. You can work your pace this time, but I really want you to work for perfect form, okay? So flow doesn't mean fast. Flow means unbroken, okay? So let's go ahead and give it another shot. I won't talk through this one since you guys might be at a different pace. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Really focus on the hinge of your swing, you guys. Don't try to swing too early. Yeah. Wait for your hands to hit your groin. So you got to think to yourself, weight, okay? You got to think weight. I hope we did really good working all together because we're filming. Good. Okay. We are halfway through the time given. If you want a different weight to try your third round, let me know. I'm happy to bring it to you. But so far, what I see looks good. You might try this without your shoes on. Possibly. Possibly the whole class, because we're not doing any jumping. They're gorgeous, but I mean, you might feel really strong without them, yeah. Good. Really think if I was standing behind you 6 inches, you're going to try to tap me and say, get the heck out of my way with your butt. Nice. With that dead swing, don't start it too far out in front of you. I don't want you to be reaching for it. I want you to be in control. Lats need to be locked in. If your lats are in and you have to reach and disengage your lat, then the kettlebell's too far away. How does that feel? Better? Yeah. You should be able to kind of spread your feet a little bit better. Keep your knees soft and feel like the balls of your feet and the heel all like flat and solid. So like really grip the floor and drive your heels down and the balls of your feet. So you got a really solid base. Okay? We have 1 more minute to work through this flow. And I'll be honest, this is your warm-up flow. Okay? So you're able to really use a little bit heavier weight. It's a little bit simpler. And it's whole body. Okay? I want you to try to go through it again in this last minute because I believe there's a 2-minute rest where I'm going to show you the next set. Okay? And then we get a little bit more fancy. And we'll get this out of the way so I don't fall. Nice. Very good, Brittany. I like it, Dave. There, perfect, perfect deadlift. Nicole, I like it. You got 20 seconds. $15. Last 10. If you get through it and you're at a good stopping point, go ahead and stop, rest, catch your breath. You can take a look at the next set. It is a lot to read, but when I go through it, it'll seem a little bit simpler. I am going to turn to the side just to make sure that I don't mess it up, okay? So, for this one, it is 1 rep of each move. So you're just going to do 1 starting on the right side, 1 of each move on the left side, and then we're going to repeat that 3 times. Okay? So, I'm going to say it as I do it. Starting from the ground. We're going to one-arm swing, swing clean, rotational shoulder press. Remember, you use a little bit of momentum to rotate, come up on your toe and your hip. So rotate your hip, come up on your toe, and you press the kettlebell straight up. Okay, it doesn't go forward or out. It might look like that because of the rotation, but straight up. Then you're going to figure eight, catch it. The weight catches in my right hand, so I'm still weight loaded on the right side. So I'm going to right side lunge. Then I'm going to figure eight, side lunge left. We got to get both sides in. Then I'm going to swing to switch hands. Now I'm on my left side. One arm swing. Swing clean. Rotational press. Figure eight. Side lunge left. Side lunge right. Swing to switch. Now number two, one arm swing. Swing clean. Rotational press. Figure eight. Side lunge to the right first. Figure eight. Side lunge to the left. Swing to switch. One arm swing. Swing clean. That's two, right? I was in round two. I'm going to do it one more time before I put that kettlebell down. Okay? Go ahead and pick your kettlebell, and we're going to start. I'll cue this one too. Whether we're all together or not, we'll give it a go. Ready? One arm swing right. Swing clean. Rotational press. Figure eight catch. Side lunge. Figure eight catch. Side lunge. Swing to switch hands. One arm swing. Swing clean. Rotational press. Figure eight. Left side lunge. Figure eight. Right side lunge. Swing to switch hands. One arm swing right. Swing clean. Rotational press. Come on, guys, we're halfway. Figure eight catch. Side lunge. Figure eight catch. Side lunge. Swing to switch. We made it to the left side. One arm swing. Swing clean. Rotational press. Figure eight. Lunge left. Figure eight. Lunge right. Swing to switch. Oh, we made it to the third set. One arm swing. Swing clean. Rotational press. Figure eight. Side lunge. Figure eight. Side lunge. Swing to switch. Left side. Here we go. Come on, swing. Swing clean. Rotational press. Figure eight. Side lunge left. Figure eight. We're almost to the rest. Side lunge left. Kettlebell. Cast it to the ground. You finally get to rest. Good work, you guys. So, I can't remember how long that set was, 14. So that took us 2 minutes. So if you felt really confident in each movement, you felt like your swings were really good, you felt like your figure eights were really good, you can try it one more time with that weight, or you could adjust your weight, but only by 5 pounds, okay? Let's go ahead, try it again. It is an AMRAP, but we're gonna try to do this entire thing with the best quality at least 3 times, okay? So go ahead, you can start that next round. I wanna watch a little bit. Good. Don't be afraid when you guys go into that rotational press to really pivot. You want to think. You guys want to think that my hips are square to the front of the room, but when I go to rotate, I'm going to turn my hips a full 90 degrees to face the wall. So you're going to have to get comfortable pivoting up on your toe and still controlling the weight. Yeah, nice, Dave. Good. When you catch that kettlebell in your swing clean, don't let your elbow move really far away from your body. I see some of you guys are kind of like catching the kettlebell at the top. I want him to flow and stick. Right? So when our elbow goes far away from our body in our swing clean, it kind of like scoops up and we catch it. Keep the elbow a little bit closer and don't let it extend. Okay? And then he stays tight. Nice. Push straight up. So hands straight above the shoulder, right? So exact same movement, only when you pivot, it goes straight up. Not out and away, straight up. Okay? You did that 3 times in a row. You should be tired. Good. Figure 8. Now lunge to the side where the weight is. Yep. Now figure 8. Catch the weight. Yep. You want to catch it at your, you should have, so just like we're in a straight line when we stack here, we should have an equal stack in this direction. So you should have a straight line between the bell, the handle, and your wrist. So you should be catching this like you're smacking a baby's butt. Turn your hand over. Like that. So there should be a straight line here. Straight diagonal line. So when you catch it, like this. Now, like this. It's called waiter hold. Like that. There's something about your handle. Your hand points down. Why? Don't catch the bottom of the kettlebell. Catch the side of the kettlebell. Yep. Don't catch the bottom of the kettlebell. Just put the kettlebell on the top of your hand. Like that. Yep. Now catch it in the top of your hand. Better? Yep. Now that's good. Okay? Now I want you not to break your wrists as much and hold it right here. There you go. You're getting it. You're getting it, girl. You're getting it. Yeah, you're getting it. Just remember, don't catch the bottom. Catch the side of it in the palm of your hand. Yep. Catch the side of it in the palm of your hand. Yeah, yeah. The more you practice it, the less awkward it'll feel. And you are really thinking a lot about it right now. Perfect, Brittany. Yeah, good press. How you doing? Right? And it's also, you're like, man, I got this. And all of a sudden you make that one little adjustment and you're like, shit, I still got like 3 more to go. Like the first round, you're like, bam. And then the second round, you're like, oh. And then the third round, you're like, just get through it. Yeah. Good. All right, you guys, we're over halfway through our given time. Like I said, it is an AMRAP, so I want you to continue to perfect this. Good. Oh, that was a good rotation. When you guys do your swings as well, you want to try to avoid rocking the weight in your toes. So rocking toes, if you've ever noticed that sometimes you catch yourself doing that, it's because we're hinging our hips. One of the reasons, it's because you're hinging your hips too early. And if you hinge too early, the kettlebell starts to pull you down. And then you pull back on it, and it shifts the weight in your feet. So you really got to wait until the hand hits your groin or your legs before you drive those hips back. At your next rest, I want you to make eye contact with me and tell me how many times you've been through this. If you've done 3 rounds of 3, or if you've done 4 rounds of 3. Remember, flow doesn't mean fast, it means consistent and perfect. Work unbroken. Brad, on one of these rounds, I want you to try it without your shoes on. Okay? Because you're rocking a lot, okay? And I can't tell if it's your timing or if it's the shoes or what it is, but I'm not sure if you can get a real fast pace with your feet because we got on running shoes, okay? It's probably not making your side lunges feel super strong either. Yep. Pivot that toe. Pivot. Push. There you go. Figure 8. Yes, strong side lunge. Good. Strong side lunge. 4. Good, Brad. I originally wrote this for 5 rounds, but I was like, I don't know, 5 rounds is too much. Huh? Yeah, that's what Dave said. He went from a 30 to a 35, and he was like, whoa. And I go, isn't it funny how like the first, I go, the first round feels fantastic, and then you get into the second round, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I need to kind of pull my shit together and pay attention to what I'm doing more. And then the third round, you're like, okay, let's power through this third round. Yeah. It does. It does. You have to slow. You do. You have to slow down just a little bit so you really focus on what you're doing. Otherwise, I mean, after one, you're kind of like, oh my God, my neck hurts, or oh, this hurts, and it's like, well. It's kind of fun when we do it all together as a group because it's cute and you literally just have to do, you know? Yeah. All right, you guys. I'm assuming most of you guys have been through 4 rounds. No? You're not sure. I originally wrote this for 5 rounds. So let's go ahead and try one more. And depending upon where you guys are at, we can skip the rest of the time or we can finish out our 2.5 minutes. Okay? But let's see one more. I want to see it. Good. If you're starting to feel it between the shoulder blades for any reason, like maybe you feel like the kettlebell is kind of starting to pull away from you, I want you guys to lock those lats down, regain control. Yeah. Spread those toes out wide, really grip the ground, either with those toes or inside your shoe. Strong base with your feet. Yeah, try to keep those side lunges strong. Good. Kevin said the same thing. He goes, man, switching to the 35 is really tough. From the 30 to the 35. Yeah. Yeah, he goes, man, I gassed out a lot faster with that. We are going to go ahead and finish out this last minute, you guys. I'll leave this up here so you can see it, but I promise we get to shorten our flow just a little bit, and you can use a little bit bigger kettlebell next round if you're feeling it, okay? We got our last 45. If you got a good stopping point, go ahead and use it. Go ahead and use it. You can use this little bit of extra rest time. When everyone puts those kettlebells down, I'll move that screen forward. But you use your 30 seconds. Nice. Last 20. Good. Hopefully, after doing it this many times, you almost have it memorized, right? All right, 6 a.m. Go ahead and set that guy down. Catch your rest. I got 2 minutes to show you this next flow. We probably won't need it, but maybe you can try it one time and then see what weight you want to commit to for the first round. So this one's a little bit simpler. There's actually only 3 movements up there, okay? So we're going to start with the kettlebell dead clean. That means the kettlebell is underneath you. He's going to keep close to your body, and we're going to clean him from the ground, okay? So I'm going to turn a little bit just so I can see it out the corner of my eye. So I have 1 dead clean. Then I'm going to hang the kettlebell, stiff leg right, a stiff leg left, kickstand right. I'm going to hip hinge, row, hip hinge, row. Then step my feet apart, put the kettlebell down on the ground, and I'm going to muscle snatch to switch hands. So I got a muscle snatch right, down to the ground, muscle snatch left, down to the ground. Now I'm ready for my dead clean. Dead clean. Single stiff leg row. Single stiff leg row. Ha, finish it. Set it down, muscle snatch. Set it down, muscle snatch. Set it down, dead clean. Single stiff leg, row. Single stiff leg, row. Set it down, snatch. Snatch. I got to get it on the other side before I rest. Dead clean. Stiff leg row. Stiff leg row. Oh, right and left. Okay? Whatever you got left in you. Here we go. Dead clean. You're going to work opposites for the single stiff leg. Stiff leg row. Stiff leg row. Stand it up. Then set it down safe. Muscle snatch. Muscle snatch. Dead clean. Work opposites. Do it again. Right, dead clean. Make sure your butt is lower than your head. Work opposites. I hope that helps in saying that. That's how I keep it straight. Yeah, perfect, Brittany. Yep, you got it, Nicole. Yes. I think the only transition that's weird is finishing your stiff leg deadlift to go into your muscle snatch. So take that slow, widen your stance, drop the butt, squat down. Yes. Nice, Dave. Very good, Alex. Make sure when you go for that muscle snatch that you drop your butt. You're kind of bending over more like this than like this. Okay? When you go for it. It's the transition between the stiff leg. Like you get to here and then you just kind of like set it down. Instead of stiff leg, come up, step it apart, and squat down to give yourself a little bit more power. So just try not to go from here to there.
Does that make sense? You didn't know you were doing it, I don't think. So we get to this part. Sorry. This part, and you row. And then you get here and row. But we don't finish the move by coming back up to here and then setting it down and dropping your butt in your muscle snatch. Like, you get your row in, but you don't come back out of the stiff leg and then set it down and go into your muscle snatch. Yep. It's a transition between the stiff leg. Dave was doing it. So once you get to here and you do your row and then you do your row, you're like, wait a minute, I need to get into a muscle snatch. Well, it's because we didn't finish. So you got to finish this and then set it down, snatch, snatch, and then you're set up for your clean. All the way back down. Now you're into your clean. Now you're ready for your clean. Yep, now you're ready for your clean again. Clean, and then hang it and do your stiff leg with a row. You just hang it here. Yeah. Yep, that's correct.
All right, you guys, this one's a much shorter time frame. We finish with whatever power we got left. You guys got 2 minutes. Complete right and left 2 times before we set that kettlebell down.
Good job. Good job, Brad. How are you feeling with this one? Good. A little bit shorter. It's kind of nice. Perfect. It's that piece that's tripping some people up. Looks good. Looks good, Kevin. I'll quit talking to you. Yeah. Nice. Everything looks strong, Alex. Good work. Yep. No, it looks good. You're doing good. Yeah, I mean, you can. You catch it, though. You know when you caught it wrong. I mean, you have to slow down and constantly be thinking about what you're doing. Yeah, yeah. How are you feeling? This gets really fatigued on. It's all right? Okay, good. Yeah. How are you with body weight these days? Like crouching position and stuff like that? You're all right? Okay. Like a single-sided plank? But a single, like an offset plank, or, okay. So the last set could, so just pause and rest. Just pause and rest.
All right, guys. We got 20 seconds left of this guy, and then we get to set the kettlebells aside, but we are not done flowing yet. Last 10. I hope you guys love this last one. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I'll turn everything back up, but this is a body weight flow. Man, I should ask one of you guys to call it out for me. Okay, so first off, I'm going to try to do it by a little bit of memory after I read it, but I want to explain something. So, under switch with your right foot. The easiest way to think about that is that I'm going to pick my right foot up, and it's going to go under my left, okay? So no matter what position you're in, whether you're crouching or crab, I pick my right foot up, and it needs to go under my left. Pick my right foot up, go under my left, okay? When I'm telling you that now, it sounds super simple. But when you get into this flow, you're going to have to pause and think about it. I promise. Okay? I promise. So just remember that. Right foot, under. Okay? Tell yourself that. So here's what we're going to do. We have a down dog driver. You reach your foot nice and high. Try to keep your hips square to the ground. So try not to roll open. Keep square. Knee to nose. Driver 1. Driver 2. Left side. Driver 1. Driver 2. Loaded beast. You're in down dog. You're going to drop down into like a loaded child's pose. So my knees are hovered, and I'm going to power through front step right, back to loaded beast. Power through front step left, back to loaded beast. Now from here, I'm going to come in to my crouching for sit through, and I'm going to start with my right foot. Sit through right, sit through left. Now, to under switch, I got to pick my right up and go into my crab. Crab. Now I got to pick my right foot up. Don't worry, I'll give you guys time to switch back. And now I got to do a front sit through. So loaded beast. I'm sorry, I meant front step. So you can modify it with a front step. Otherwise, you're going to do a front sit through. Come back to this top. Press into your down dog. Driver right, driver left. I want you to try to get through that whole thing twice before we completely rest. Okay? Why don't you guys go ahead and get started? I'm going to crank some sound up. And if we're super crazy because we're face down, I can cue this one. What do you guys think about that? Yep, down dog driver left for 2. Loaded beast to front step. Loaded beast to front step left. Come to crouching. Sit through right. Sit through left. Under switch to crab. Crab reach right. Crab reach left. Right under switch to crouching. Front sit through right. Front sit through left. Back to down dog. Ready? Here we go. Down dog driver right, 1. Down dog driver right, 2. Down dog driver left, 1. Down dog driver left, 2. Loaded beast. Front step right. Loaded beast. Front step left. Loaded beast to crouching. Now, front sit through left. We're switching feet this time. Front sit through right. Under switch left. Crab reach left. Crab reach right. Pick up your left foot. Under switch. Now, front step left. Front sit through left, I'm sorry. Back to crouching. Front sit through right. Back to crouching. Rest. It's hard, isn't it? Uh-huh. Do you guys want to try it again with me cueing together? Okay, let's rest for like 10 seconds at least. So shake the shoulders out. So was my pace too fast or too slow? Was I too fast or too slow or just fine? Okay. Drop your butt. Now pick your foot up and go under. Like that. Yep. Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go. Let's get into down dog. Right driver, 1. Right driver, 2. Left side, driver, 1. Left side, 2. Press back to loaded beast. Nice and controlled loaded beast. Now let's power through. Right front step. Control back to loaded beast. Left front step. Control back to loaded beast. Come to crouching. Right sit through. Left sit through. Right under switch. Crab reach. Crab reach. Right under switch. We're going to do that front sit through or front step. Right side. Right sit through. Left front sit through. Press into down dog. Catch your breath here. Ready? Right down driver. 1. Right dog driver, 2. Left driver, 1. Driver, 2. Control, press back to loaded beast. Explode left. Control back to loaded beast. Explode right. Control back to loaded beast. Crouching position. Sit through left. Sit through right. Crab reach, left under switch. Pick up your left foot, put it underneath your right. Crab reach. Crab reach. Reset, pick that left foot up, flip back. Right, left under right. Now, front sit through left. Back to crouching. Front sit through right. Back to crouching. Drop the knees, rest. Ooh. Yeah, they do. Yep, quad city, right? Quad city, shoulders, arms, yes. Mobility finisher, I love these things. So you guys are welcome to use the last 45 seconds. You can practice any piece of that. If you have questions about a piece of it, let me know. We answered the whole like switch thing, right? Yeah. So go ahead, try it one more round. Let me watch you. You got time. You don't have to do 2. Nice. Think about controlling back to loaded beast. Go slow and powerful and controlled when you get to loaded beast. And explode into your front step. Slow back, explode. Yeah. Nice. Good crabs. Don't be afraid to let your butt drop low in your crabs. Good. Whenever you hit a good finishing point, go ahead, pause, set your knees down, and rest. Nice work, you guys. Thanks for being sports and doing it with me on cue. I like it. Good job. Yes. I've been practicing for 3 years, guys. Like, I've been studying this stuff for 3 years. Nice work, Brad. What'd you think about taking your shoes off? Did the flows feel any different? Did they? I think when we do some kettlebell work, because you do a lot of running and you wear running shoes all the time, but when we do kettlebell stuff like that where we're not jumping, I think you will feel more confident in all of your movements if you do them without your shoes on. Yeah, cross trainers. So I have Vivos on, Alex has Vivos on. The Nobles are the ones that these girls have on that are really great cross trainer. Nike makes one cross trainer that's good, and that's a Metcon. It's called the Nike Metcon. But I could even message you on Facebook, or I can write them down, but I probably have 4 recommendations that you could kind of look into. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Nice work. What'd you think of that last set? They're hard, aren't they? They are. Well, and like you're strong, but when we start to fatigue, there's 2 things that take over when we're tired, our shoulders or our hips. When it comes to like upper body, it's shoulders, lower body, it's hips. So like for you were like, man, like, I mean, you did push some heavier weights, and so either your lower body is fatigued or you're just tired, and so we put even more work into our shoulders instead of trying to go back and use more like core and leg. Because, I mean, your legs just friggin' burn through that stuff too. Yeah. All right, you guys. Great work, great work, great work.